Dear students, hope you are doing well. Today my topic is S1, paper 6, code 9709. This is all about arithmetic mean and standard deviation. As we discussed mean and standard deviation in my previous video, if you want to clear your concept regarding this question, you can go and watch my previous video. I am just trying to solve question related to that topic. The statement of the question: the length of time t minutes taken to do the crossword in a certain newspaper was observed on 12 occasions. The results are summarized below. Sigma t minus 35 is equal to minus 15 and sigma t minus 35 whole square is equal to 82.23. Calculate the mean and standard deviation of these time. This means basically you need to calculate mean and standard deviation of time and this time. So how do we do whenever you have these type of expressions? First of all, as I discussed in my previous video, just suppose whatever inside this sigma, whatever in front of this sigma, let it be y. So you can say y is equal to t minus 35. This way your sigma becomes sigma y is minus 15. And you know the definition of mean y bar is equal to sum of the values over number of the values, and there are 12 occasions, so the value of n is 12. So you can easily calculate the mean of values of y, and that is equal to minus 1.25. We should not be trapped by the mean of y, because mean of the y doesn't mean the mean of time t. So as I discussed this thing in my previous video, y is equal to t minus 35, and you can conclude and you can deduce that y bar is equal to y's mean is equal to the mean of t minus 35. So you already have calculated this mean from there, and now you need to plug this value of the y bar there, and from there you can calculate the mean value of the time, and this is equal to 33.75. This way we calculate mean whenever you have these type of expressions. Now I am going to calculate standard deviation. How do we calculate standard deviation? As I told you, whenever you have this type of expression, you must use this type of formula. This formula is helpful to calculate standard deviation. As you see, sigma y square is already there, and mean of y, as I discussed, that if your t and y, as I told you, if you have these type of expressions, y and t vary by constant value, then the standard deviation of y and standard deviation of t remain same. So it's up to you. Either you use this value of y or you should use value of t. Both will give you same standard deviation. So by calculating the standard deviation of y means you are calculating the standard deviation of t. That's what we need. So I use this formula, but I told you one thing: if you use y, then you must use the mean of y there. So I use the mean of y, that is equal to minus 1.25. But as there is square, so it doesn't make any difference. Either you use positive or negative. So this way you calculate standard deviation y, which is also equal to the standard deviation of time. So standard deviation of t is 2.3. One thing more. If you take the square of the standard deviation, it's always equal to variance. So remember, variance mean the square of the standard deviation. If instead of standard deviation he asks you calculate variance, just use this and at the end you should square the answer, or you couldn't use this square root, then this standard deviation becomes variance. That's it. Hopefully wait until my next video only on same topic. Until and unless